Hey, welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes. I'm kind of whispering here because I'm at a home show in Johnson City, Tennessee. We're in this mini dome, which is an awesome structure, but there's everybody around here in Home and Garden. Our insulating vendor that we get our insulation from with spray foam, he invited us to come here, so we wanted to come and honor him, and we wanted just to, kind of show off our stuff, and in turn, hopefully help him get him some company or business. I don't really like home shows. I don't know. It's just kind of, I want to be working right now. It's hard to just sit and not do anything. But this is our fifth wheel. It's been sitting in our shop a while. And we had somebody say, how come you're sitting in your shop? How come it don't go out the door? Like we're like, I don't know, we're doing something wrong by holding it. The guests have been awesome. They've been living in our bunkhouse for almost a week now. And they had ordered a truck 3 or 4 weeks. We left it here for them, stored it in our 70,000 square foot building, right? So we've done a video on this one before, and I'm going to show it to you again. We've done a few little things. They came in and wanted to add a few things I thought was pretty cool. Hopefully you don't get bored with me. I'm going to talk a little bit, show you what we're doing. I'm going to probably video some people. They don't even know they're going to be videoed, and I'll be sued, and I'll probably be in court. You won't be able to find me. I'll be in jail, okay? So come on, let me show you. Right here is our sewer. Okay, this is a typical RV sewer. Here's your slide valve. I'm not going to open it because a bunch of brown stuff can come sliding out because the guys sometimes use it on, no, I'm just teasing. And then right here's a jack. This is a scissor jack. Now, if you're going to set up permanently for 14 years, you may not want to use this as a permanent stand for your home, but if you're going to be in it for several months to a while, I mean, that's perfectly fine to use, all right? We set it up, I was setting up a home for Regina, and one of the owners, the guy came here and said, you're going to use something better than that jacking that house up, making it steady, aren't you? I said, God, he didn't even know. I didn't even know who I was. I could have been son of some great president. But anyway, yes, that's fine. You can use that jack, all right? It's okay. If you want it permanently, we can jack it up. You put it on cinder blocks. Really, in all reality, you need a foundation, you need footers, you need a concrete slab. That would be great, but this is going to be just fine for temporary, few months. If you live in an area that's going to be, the ground is frozen, up in Michigan, where I'm from, Minnesota, all up in the Midwest, the ground, the frost line is 48 inches deep. So you're going to have to dig a footer, 48 inches deep, pour slab, come up like that, so it won't sink and heave with the freezing and the thawing. Different deal. But most of the time, these jacks are fine, all right? I think we've also got, let's see, anything else? This has got a gray water tank underneath. Let me show you underneath here. That's a gray water tank right there, okay? All of our piping are in. Let me crawl under here a little bit. All right, there's our plumbing. You see that? We spray painted it black to make it look kind of cool. There's our axles. You can see our spray foam underneath the house. All under here. That's closed cell. There's the other jack. We're at this home show, of course, and that is just perfect right here. They got a concrete slab, and I swear we have gotten 20 people at a time in this house. And it's just steady and nice. Okay? Let me take you back. There you go. All right. This is a fifth wheel. It's 36 foot long from the very front to the very back. We have an onboard fresh water tank. Okay, you can unscrew this, and in here you can put fresh water. So if they want to be totally off grid, they got their own fresh water. They're going to put solar on. We pre-wired it for solar. It means up front. Up front, this is a box that eventually, take that, if you can see this or not, that's their freshwater tank, and in here is going to be all their solar. I don't know if we have, there we go, there's a light in here. Think, who built this house and thought about putting a light inside here? There is their tankless water heater. If you can see that, I'm sorry if I'm not doing this right. And there's your PEX plumbing. I'm trying to show you guys everything we do. And there may be some guys, well, I wouldn't put a valve in there. That valve just is wrong. Well, you know what's there, and I think it's right. So
I'm just teasing. But there you go. There's your 2x4 framing. Okay. There's our pump. That if you're going to use a freshwater tank, you have to have a pump that adds, adds pressure to the system. Okay. We spray foam the back of the doors. And underneath here, we added metal underneath the fifth wheel. We screwed it all together. So insulated everywhere we can. I'm gonna leave them doors open, you know what? Okay.
So from the very beginning to the end, 36 feet back here, we've got a porch. This is triple axle. We got 8 lugs. 8 lugs. These are 6,000 pounds a piece, maximum weight. Okay. Another jack. And this is what we call a flat log siding. All right. It's like 11 1/4. This little part right here would replicate a chink. And a chinking is like in the old days, they'd put a flat log, mostly in Appalachian log homes. They'd have concrete in between here, and they'd put straw and mud and stuff and fill in between the logs. That's called a chink joint. This represents a flat log with a chink joint. Flat log, chink joint. It's real popular for us. Everybody likes it. We're not stuck on it. It can be lap siding or vertical. We added a splash of color. We work with the homeowners. We added this red in with the natural wood, which is just a white pine siding. Now also, what we do also is we have a gutter on the top. When you got there's no overhang, there's no soffits. So that catches almost all of our rain coming off our roof. Now, the gutter is only 2 inches wide. All right, it's not a big 3.5, 5-inch gutter you normally get in residential. So we have these specially made from our metal company that builds these. And also the gutter is taller than the roof. So all the water, when the water comes off, my gutter is higher than the roof, and it catches every bit of the water. Okay. Then you leave it open on one end so you can clean it. You can put a garden hose in there and wash that whole thing out and just blow it out. Now, if you want a water catchment system on there, let these folks go by. And what we do is at the very end, we'll put a water catchment 1.5 inch pipe, come down to a first flush into a tank and pump and all that. Okay? Just trying to give you all some pointers. As you can see, water's a big deal for us. Here's the siding. Here's a J channel flashing up behind there. Come down, the water comes down, is continuously shed. We've got it caulked behind here. All this is caulked and siliconed. As you can see here underneath the porch, behind this metal, we have metal flashing. All right, comes up behind here, catch any water, keep it from going back underneath the house, flashing behind the deck. We have can lights up on the ceiling in the back porch. You good? Come on. What do you think about that ladder? Good. We're doing a Facebook, showing everybody on Facebook what we got here, so you guys just carry on. This is a rolling island that was custom designed by the homeowner, and each wing flips up and holds in place. We got it all decorated for show. And then your drawers and this can be slid over one side and strapped while mobile going down the road. So it's secure. Here we have a 48-inch French door, which I think is really cool. Close that up. So it's a French door, but it's not so big where it's awkward. I'm gonna put that way for you right there, man. Step in there. And so that's a neat feature. We're getting a lot of requests for our 48-inch French door. And here is our sofa bed that we have. And we kind of invented this thing. What happens is it can have storage underneath, and you pull these arms out like that. I'm not going to tear up all the stuff, but it's one of our videos, I think the Envy video. This flips over, makes a wider bed. you take the seat cushion and the back cushion, and you make a full bed out of it. Goes back, back. This is a piano hinge right here. Super easy to build. I think we charge $300 to build this, but we've got high-grade plywood, and the workmanship and the time it takes, just about what I got in it. I tell you what, up here is a loft these folks were just going at. And it's really just a storage loft, or maybe a loft. They did it actually for their grandkids up here. Let me show that. Oh, sorry everybody. We've got hardwood floors in this loft. There's a window. It's decorated. And another window. So you got sliding windows. These sliding windows were ordered especially from the owner. So we can put wood, aluminum clad windows, sliding windows, casements. You know, in our basic builds, we just use single hung vinyl windows just for the cost purposes, but it's really strictly up to you. We don't charge any more for different kind of windows. You're just paying for the cost and the difference in the price. All right. Hey, plugs. See the plug right here? We got plugs everywhere in here. We put plugs back here, plugs over here. Plugs are super inexpensive to use. We've got a plug here that we use. We don't really slack on plugs. We try to add as many as we can. We have a plug here, we get a plug there. And this is a stove that the homeowners bought, so they shipped it to us. We designed the kitchen around it, so we made sure the countertop fit. They actually wanted this underneath, so we went ahead and added this after they got here. They said, hey, can you put a drawer under there? And look at all the drawer space now we have. 2, 3. And these are all custom built in our shop. All right? We use pine, we can use oak, we can use hickory, we can use balsa wood, we can use plexiglass if you like. Okay? Here's a farm style sink. They bought the sink, they brought it in. We set it in place. As you can see, it's under the counter. Okay, so we went under the counter with it. This is their faucet they picked out. And we just installed it. So if you want anything you want in your home, send it to us, we'll put it in. So you got all that custom touch, even though you're not at the shop, pick it all out. I don't charge any more to put this in as I would a drop-in stainless steel sink. All right? Fridge. We raised the level this up. Okay? Here's our fridge. What we did is we wanted a drawer, we put a drawer in here. We raised the level of the fridge, so now it's eyeball. The owner of this home is 6'5", so he wanted him a little bit taller. Actually, the doors are taller. The ceiling in the bathroom's taller. People are freaking out. Not freaking out. They're like surprised that these bathrooms are so big. As you can see, I'm in here. This has got a wood finish. Yep. Wood. Is it going to rot, Randy? Probably. No, it's not going to rot. This is cedar, and it's treated with multiple layers of shellac. Teddy, our staining guy, he's not just staining, he's a professional stainer, painter, and he's assured us how he's treated this, take care of this, and I think it's beautiful shower. I really do. I love the different colored wood contrast with our whitewash. You see, this is a whitewash finish. You can still see the wood in here. See all the knots? You can see the knots, you can see the grain of the wood. This is called a whitewash. Now, we've got one buddy of mine, David, he's doing a whitewash, but it's green. So you can do a different color. It has to be white. It can be green, blue, you know, any color that you would like. And also you can do different layers. You can do 1, 2, 3 coats of it that would make it less and less, of course, transparent. This is our sink. This is our wall-mounted sink. I wish I had my measuring tape with me. But this is approximately 16 inches wide, okay? 16 inches and about 7 to 8 inches deep. As you can see, it doesn't intrude in any of the space and flow of this bathroom. I can still get out of the shower and it doesn't intrude in my way. I can still get to the washer and dryer, okay? If I had a vanity here, this vanity is going to stick out. So I couldn't get that in here. Not everybody likes these little sinks. They
Want a bigger sink? Maybe you want to set your razor, or you want to set your curling iron or something on there. I would suggest putting maybe some shelves above here. And I think that's really where it comes in, is do everything as much as you can as tight. And then once you get in here, start adding those things. Like this whole area can be a complete storage area in this bathroom, okay? This is kind of a dead area right here. And we left it for the homeowners, as they could put shelves galore in here. As you know, you could put stuff up above the door. But they're traveling a bunch. They're going to be on the road a lot. So if they're on the road, they're not going to be wanting to, take everything down when they're traveling, or make sure it's secure when they put it up initially. Is there custom light fixtures that they bought and brought to us? This is a custom shower assembly that they sent to us. We installed it. Okay. So custom, and it's not astronomical in charge. We're still, everything we do is normally what we would do. These are just things that they bought. We put it in. All right. We got to get the word out here, buddy. I mean, we are half price everybody in the United States, and we will do any custom. I think we're now on our 47th home, and less than Memorial Day will be 2 years old. All right. 47 homes. Not one's been the same. Not one. I'm on my 4th and 5th Hobbit. I designed 2 more Hobbits this week. One going to Utah, one going to Tennessee, actually. And we're doing a gingerbread, like a Snow White, Thomas Kincaid replica. And so with thatch roof, we're doing that. There's nothing we won't do. We'll make them look like a railroad car. We'll make them look like a high-rise or a tropical paradise. Here's your stairs. Storage underneath the stairs. This is kind of popular. This right here is our flip down stair. Okay, that allows the homeowner to get up here and access any storage area above the bathroom. Okay. Step down, flip up. Look at the headroom. Look at this headroom. Okay. As you can see, the owner's 6'5". He's got tons of headroom up here. 3-way switch. One there, one here. This is a queen size bed. Storage under the bed. Here's 2 drawers. There's a drawer here. There's a drawer here under the bed. All right, and there's also storage under the bed here, if I can lift it up, for long-term storage. In the closet. Look here, I'm gone. I'm gone. Look, in the closet, you got hangers, and then we got a hanger this way, and then 2 vertical hangers this way. So as you can see, we got a hanger here, and we got a hanger here. And then you got all that storage underneath. And also there's actual storage under the floor for future batteries. Okay, we got 2 sliding windows, 1 on each side. And also the reading lights want to go to bed. They're good to go. Okay, he and she lights. What do you think about that? I'm going to bed and he's not. Here you go.
Come on up.
Yeah, come on, that's good.
Come on up.
We're just showing off the house. Here are barn doors.
That one's secure. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll slide. We got the natural finish ceiling. Of course, whitewash again. And these are white pine window trim. Let's do this. I'm going to show everybody that they do work. And they were custom picked out. Oh, and here they got a bed. So they picked out the bed, had it shipped to us. We put that in. The actual mattress is something they picked out and it shipped to us too.
Look at the storage loft, Randy.
What's that?
Look at the storage loft.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Hey, stay there and watch how big it is down here.
Okay.
When I walk away. See how big this place is?
I mean, you got a full living room. You got this over here. This cart can be slid over. I think they got the wheels locked on it, but this can be slid over while we're doing dinner. Flip it up, cut on it, prepare. Homeowner's a big cooker. Looks like she got a stove and a sink, a sliding island, or a rolling island. Oh, there's our mini split system. I'm sure you've seen it. Yep. Awesome. Come on outside. Tonight we had a building inspector come by. You know, oh, building inspector, I'm scared. He come by. So we were talking, but he's a cool guy, and I think he makes probably the 7th or 8th building inspector come by. Love the guys when they come by, because you know what, I'm proud of what we do. And he actually complimented what we do, the structure, how it's built, and everything in it. So it was good to hear. He actually said, hey, you got to get a really nice home. So with that in mind, and I love it gives us confidence of what we're doing. Of course, we've been building for 25 years, and we want to build a home that is good for you to have, and we're proud of. So we're going to continue with our certification. It'll be Incredible Tiny Home Certification. Like I said, it's going to be backed by structural engineers, fire marshals, electrical licensed electricians, plumbers, the professional code that we're going to carry that'll give us some clout wherever we go in the United States. Okay? I'm going to ask you guys out there. I don't know how many people are watching. I thank you for everybody that texts, and I meet people that see me and stuff, and sometimes I think, I don't know, I mean, I'm just doing this, and I don't know how many people actually watch what I do. But I have a few, and I appreciate you letting me know. We need to spread the word about my company. And the thing is that even though we were on Facebook a lot, and I'm trying to do this marketing, there's people in California that barely know me, and they're selling these homes for $80,000, $90,000, $100,000, right? And I'm selling them for half that, you know? And I want to continue to do that. I'm not going to raise my prices. This is not just because I just started out in business and so I got to cut down. Once I get big, I'm going to raise my pricing. I'm not going to do it. I want to reach out. I want to reach out to veterans. There was a veteran tonight who went to the bathroom, and he was over there, and he had his bag of clothes with him, and he was a vet. And he comes here on Friday nights because they offer a special where he can take a shower and hang out and get a sandwich. And I asked him, I said, how'd you get here? He said he hoofs it. And he lives about 2.5 miles out of town. And he worked all day. I was like, why does that have to be? You know? So if I can make a living helping people, because I'm not wanting to make a ton of money off of one house. I just want to make several $1,000s off a house and exist and grow as a company. That's how you become a big company. That's how you help people, help me make a living, help you guys get into a tiny home. I know I've said this a million times. I hope I'm not boring you, turning me off. But the thing is that that's how I want to run it. I don't want to try to make $30,000 off of one house. And that's what's happening in the industry. They sell these houses for $90,000, $100,000, and I can tell you how much they're going to cost. I know what they cost. All right? We're not using discarded lumber. I get good prices on them. If I had to buy lumber just like everybody else did, I still wouldn't raise my prices. It's not that much money. All right? So I'm trying to educate you guys. Let's spread the word about our company. We're looking at some land right now. Sherry Snyder, she might be watching, I don't know, tonight. She's leaving out in the morning. She's heading to Texas. All right? We found a small town in Texas, in southwest Texas, near the New Mexico border, that love tiny homes, want to be off-grid, and they want to welcome us. We're thinking about going down there and starting a community. If we can do that, we're going to seek out other small little communities that want tiny homes, that are not zoned to get rid of tiny homes, that are zoned out where you got to have big homes. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a bunch of these communities all over the United States, and we're going to let you come and stay in. And we're going to form a community where you can go from community to community all over the United States, wherever we've got one, and you can be in a membership and belong and live in our communities, right? Just for a few $100s, and not gouge you for $5, $6, $7. There's a community charging $1,500 a month. Okay, what? That's not, you know, that's great. Them guys can do that. They got the millions of dollars of money for infrastructure. I'm not. I'm like you all. I'm just trying to make a living. You know what? I don't want to go there anymore. I had a big resort, and I had hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars in it. And that's not where it's at. The majority of the people here are wanting, like we are. We're trying to get by, trying to make money, trying to put their kids through school, or they're just trying to grow old, happy, you know, and hang on. So help me advertise. Give me some ideas, some pointers. We're doing Facebook, social media, as you know. We're doing our new website. Go and check our new website out. I'm bored myself. Hang on. Oh yeah, we got YouTube. We're giving a house away March 10th and 11th. We're auctioning off a house to the veterans. It's free. We got people coming in from all over the place. Dayton, Ohio, Pennsylvania. People are coming in just to volunteer and help. We're gonna have a big party. I invite everybody to come and hang out. You can sleep in my dorm if you want. You can sleep in our factory. You can camp out with us. It's gonna be nothing but a 24-hour party. When we get done, we're gonna auction it off and give it to some real needy veteran. He or she veteran. You know what? So I'm excited about that. Go to YouTube, subscribe. We get 100,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give a house away. All right. What else can we show you?
Teresa.
Yeah.
Teresa just asked, can you put tiny houses on permanent foundations?
Yeah.
We get that question a lot.
Yeah, we can put them on permanent foundations. I can. It's on a steel frame. I can drop the axles, take them back home with me, set it on your foundation. It can be a porch slab. It can be a block foundation like a regular house, and we can bolt it down. No problem at all. We can do anything to a tiny house we can make look like a permanent home, regular home. And also we make them wide. I can go 8 foot wide, 9, 10, 11, 12 foot wide. Anything I can get out my factory door, I'll build for you. I think on the highway, I don't think you can pull anything wider than a 16-foot home without some really big permits. But other than that, we'll build anything, any size. I'm not going to stick just to 400 square feet. I'll build whatever. There's no limits on us. There's nobody telling us what we can or cannot build. If we can't, we'll go to $399. I'll cut it in half and bring the other half alongside with it. Our Any other questions?
Yeah, another one is someone asked, is it just the workshops that you do, or do you custom build?
Our workshop is not what we do. That's just a subsiding business that we do.
I don't think we're supposed to be in here.
No, you look around. We're doing a Facebook Live video, but you
Hey,
go ahead and look around.
You can go up there and lay down if you'd like.
Go ahead.
I tell you, I feel like it.
Yeah, take a nap.
Anyway, tell the difference between our custom homes and our
we
workshops.
do custom homes. That's what we mostly do. We do custom homes all the time. That's what we
What
normally
do
do.
these cost?
What's that, ma'am?
How much do they cost?
Oh, here, hey,
They start out
Alyssa.
at $25,000 and they go up.
You know, that's what I paid. We paid for a 2,500 square foot home in the 70s.
In the 70s.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's a long time ago, wasn't
Well, seems like yesterday.
it? Yeah. Well, I'm fixing to give one away.
Thanks for coming to look. Let me
Yeah.
see, just spot a mini house. Do you do handicap accessible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. One thing that I do suggest in a handicap accessible is maybe go a little bit wider. Now, if you're going to be on the road, you can, but as you know, having a ramp, you can only go 1 inch per foot when you're going down a ramp, so you'd have to really stretch a ramp out and to do it portable. But I will do anything you need to make it accessible. I'd like to make the countertops where you could slide underneath it with a wheelchair. Now, there's handicap accessible, and then there's like halfway handicap accessible with a lot of grab bars, a lot of flat areas, showers that you don't have to step into. For sure, be glad to.
Start to finish time frame. What is it on building a home?
Normal, just like, let's say average. We've done them in 9 days, complete start to finish, 9 days. I mean, that's from the bare bone trailer up to about 17 days. So if it's really complicated, maybe a little bit more, but we've never, I think, ever went more than 20 days, which is a month. That's 4 weeks. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, I think we're good. Does anybody else have any other questions real quick? Can you order a tiny house or have one built for you? Can you order a tiny house, have one built for you?
Yeah.
Yes, custom built.
Yes.
How
Custom.
much is this one? Everybody wants to know. How much
this
is
one right
this
here?
one?
Well, it's got a lot of bells and whistles. It's got a lot of extras and stuff. We're pushing about 80 grand on this. Yeah, and they've got lots of stuff.
They're wanting to know, can you incorporate, they're in Naples, Florida, want to know if you can incorporate a studio for a piano.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, we definitely could put a studio for a piano.
Can you touch base on slide outs? Everybody's asking about slide outs. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I've talked to an RV supplier with slide outs. The mechanism itself is about $1,500 to $1,800, and then the seal that goes around the outside, it's really not that bad. Slide outs, I think, can get you maybe 30 to 36 inches that would slide out. I have not done one yet, but I've researched it, and I've got the expertise to help us understand the mechanisms behind it. You can actually do a manual, electrical, and a hydraulic slide out.
Could you explain the Lean On Me financing of helping people?
Well, Lean On Me came from nobody being able to offer financing for us. So I said, you know what, we want to do Lean On Me, and how it's fixed is like, if your home is $25,000, let's say a $30,000 home, we need half down. I'll build your home, deliver it, and then we take the other half, we take the payments, whatever that is, and we divide it into 2 years. So you got 2 years to pay it back. We add a few payments on there for interest, extra payments. Probably three extra payments would be our interest rate that we charge on it. It's not an interest rate, but it's like a finance fee that we would do. How we do that is we got to have character references. We want 5 character references from you, that people that know you, people that can speak for you, people that can say, hey, you're good for the money, and you'll pay us back. It could be from a church, it could be from friends, co-workers, and actual people that you work for from an employer. And then we want some collateral, some sort of collateral. Maybe a four-wheelers, jet skis, titles, cars, trucks, jewelry, anything like that. Gives us collateral. It's just like the old days, man. Hey, take something to the bank. There's my grandpa's, watch that he'd give to me. It's precious to me. Hold it till I pay you back. That's what we're wanting to do. No credit score check. We don't check your credit score. It's like me. If they check my credit score, I wouldn't even buy it. I wouldn't be able to buy that lemon right there. Okay? So I understand. And that's where I come from. You know what? And I'm finding, there was a lady that came and says, well, we can't trust anymore. You can't trust anyone anymore. There are some people. There are people that call me. Think about it. They call me and say, hey, I want to learn how to build tiny homes so I can start selling them and building them. Mm-hmm. I'm like, are you kidding me? So you want to come here, learn what I do, so you can go out there and you can go in business. Anyway, I say, come on, I'll show you how to build them, all right? Fine. Try to do what I told the other guy. He called me and I said, you know what? You come on and you can learn what I do, but I guarantee you will not sell them as inexpensively as I'm selling them. And I'll eat your lunch, because I plan on being the best from coast to coast, But I still believe in people, and I believe that people are honest, and I believe people will help us, and they want to do the right thing. I know I'm going to get took. I have been took before. I have been taken advantage of, but it hasn't killed my spirit to believe in people. And if we forget, if we don't believe in each other, you wake up sad a lot. And you're skittish, and you don't want to, you're always looking behind your back. Somebody's out to get you. Good God, I'd say, you know what, take it. I always said something. I'm pumping gas, right? And somebody wants to come up and sticks me up and says, hey, I want all your money. I go, wait a minute. Here's my money. Here's my cell phone. Tell you what, while you're at it, just take my truck too. What about that? Well, some reason, I feel like if you want to do that, take it all. Take it all, because you know what? I'll get it back. That guy needed it more than me. I know that sounds really stupid, but I tell you what, before he leaves, I'm sure going to try to get to his heart and try to get to the core of what's bothering him and why he needs to take my money. God, what am I preaching? What's wrong with me? That's Lean On Me financing. That's where it came from me losing everything and realizing that I could not get money when I wanted to. But you know what? I felt like I was a good enough guy that somebody needed to bank on me. If somebody would have banked on me, I could have got ahead a lot quicker than I did. Yep.
Can you touch on delivery?
Delivery?
Yep. How much?
Matt delivers for $2.25 to $2.50 a mile, and that's one-way charge. If it gets plumb from here to Washington State and it gets super expensive, we'll try to help the customer out. Yeah, and Matt out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody's dying to know how much this one is.
Oh, it's 80 grand.
80 grand.
Yep.
Okay. 80,000, everybody.
Yep. This is the most expensive one we've ever done. Yep.
Hey, Sandra.
Tons of bells and whistles in here. Things you don't even see that's on here. You know, a lot of off-grid packages and all the special features and all the special lights and heat and air and everything in here. You know, the fifth wheel package, the porch. This is a motorcycle ramp up here. We got tie downs, extra lighting. Yeah. So, but that's really not a standard build. Normally our homes range, most of them are right around 30. You know, 35,000. So.
Can you tell where we're at for the home show?
We're in Johnson City, Tennessee. Yep.
ETSU Mini Dome.
Yep. Yep. ETSU is East Tennessee State University Mini Dome. Beautiful place. They play basketball in here.
How long are we going to be here?
We'll be here till Sunday evening. I think 5, is it 5, 6 o'clock? Yep, 5 o'clock we'll be here Sunday. Come on down and see us. Love to have you. Come down and look through the houses. Earlier I was designing a house. We've been really busy lately from HGTV, the program that we were on, plus I'm hoping that our Facebook Live's been helping us out. We've been getting a lot of emails. So I've actually been doing drawings while we're here, taking phone calls, talking to people. I'm ready to build some homes. We're ready to fill my 70,000 square foot building up with homes and get them out to you all. So there's not a limit to where I want to go. I'm not satisfied with building 3 at a time or 4 at a time or 10 at a time, okay? And we can handle it. I've got a neat business structure and a group of guys, actually talking to the guys today, and it was Friday, and then not just because it was payday, but they actually came to me and said, and Teddy even said, and Teddy, if you're watching, buddy, I love you and hope the best for you, buddy, but he said, man, I love working here. You know, Kevin said, I love working here. Chuck said, I love working here. You know, and that makes me feel great that we've all created an environment to work in, because they spend a lot of hours there, and to think that they like it. You know, we got a kitchen, they can eat there, they can sleep there if they want. Brent, now he's sleeping in the warehouse, you know. I say, I hang out, sleep there, my boy's sleeping there, so it's neat, and we're gonna take that and keep going with it. We've got people wanting us to open a factory out west. I'd love to tear the west to pieces. I'd love to enter into California and every home that's selling for $90,000 and get in there and cut them and sell them for $45 and $50 all day long. So get us out to California. If you want to make some money, sell me some homes. I'll give you a commission. I swear. Anybody asking about the commission?
They will. They will be.
They will. Yeah.
They will, and Alyssa will answer.
Let's do it. Let's make it.
Recruit them. Yeah.
Or we make a co-op, a nationwide co-op tiny house business.
Yeah.
This is an umbrella, and underneath my umbrella of incredible tiny homes, there's going to be facets, many facets underneath it, from communities to subcontractors. If you're a contractor, you want to go into your tiny home business, right? You want to build tiny homes? Come to me. I'll put you in business under our incredible tiny home business, because I will work it out so everybody is a general contractor, and I give you contracts to build homes. We will tutor you in how we build the things that we've learned, the structures, and you can be underneath us for about a 90-day tutorial. Live in our shop, learn what we do, be self-employed. I'll give you contracts to build tiny homes with our quality control. All right, so we watch the quality and we know the product that we're putting out because we're proud of what we do. You know, and it's endless designs. That's a carpenter's dream, not to do the same thing over and over. You know? Yeah. Any more?
Everybody wants to know the website and the phone number to the office.
Our website.
Randy doesn't know the phone number to the office. Watch this. Randy doesn't know.
No, I know. It's BR549. Hee-haw.
It's 423-438 0696. That's the office number.
Office number. And my number, if you want to text me, 423-839-4558. That's myself right here. Give me a call. Oh man, I got some texts I gotta get a hold of. Yeah, I'm better used at text. You text me, and I'll get back with you. Ringing, I hardly ever hear my phone ringing. We're in the shop most of the time. It's going. So please text or call the office. Be glad to get back with you. IncredibleTinyHomes.com. Spread the word. Make money selling homes for us. Make money coming to build homes for us. We got communities that we're working on. We're going to offer every facet, off-grid, on-grid, you name it, any design, any width, anything you would like to have.
Would you like anybody to give you anything about land?
Sure.
What would you like for people to?
Well, if you have land, let's say you've got any type of land, and you want to lease your land out, what we'll do is, depending on your zoning in your county, we'll come in and we'll set up a community on your land, and then you could get percentage of a rental income. My whole philosophy is we're going to do an off-grid. Off-grid community is we don't have to put infrastructure in. So we come in on your land and we don't destroy your land with underground utilities, sewers, any of that stuff. It's completely off-grid. So let's say we come in and we put 30 homes on your property off the back. We charge $200 a month. What I'm looking at right now is we're looking at giving the homeowner a 10% income off of our rental, right off the top, 10%. You don't do anything. I take all the risk. I put all the infrastructure in. We take care of it. We manage it. Every site will have someone living there overseeing it. They'll get a free tiny home to live on in the community and oversee the community in every go. And we want to take that coast to coast. That's why we're going to Texas, Southwest Texas. It's an hour and a half from the nearest Walmart. There's no electrical plumb. There's nothing within miles, 50 miles of the place. I think it'll be kind of cool. I think it'll be a winter refuge. I think we ought to pursue that from coast to coast. A friend of getting to know up in Idaho, we're looking at maybe some property up that way. And if you belong, we'll form a group to where if you belong to the Incredible Tiny Home community, then you can travel from community to community. You know, wouldn't that be cool?
Very cool.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Nope.
We're good.
We got people that already want you to, contact them. They have land. Robert.
Awesome.
He's got land. He said, inbox me.
No.
Yeah, he said, inbox me. He said, I've got land to lease.
Yeah, if you got any kind of land, let's put a community on it. Just look into your zoning to make sure where we're at. Our biggest thing is the gray water. Now, our gray water, there's tons of different systems we can use, but if you're good, if your zoning is good with the gray water, we got compost and we got off-grid solar we can put on these things so they can be completely self-sufficient, okay? So let's do that. Love it, love it. And then we can offer, what we'll do is we'll have a separate page on our website showing all of our communities and where they're at, what's offered. And if we can do this more and more throughout the United States, the homeowner makes money, the people that live in the community are living for just pennies, and we get to build and sell homes. And if you go into one of our communities, we'll finance it for you. All right? Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're good. I'm gonna go back out here. I think getting ready to close down 8 o'clock. We'll be here all day tomorrow and Sunday till 5. So we're just trying to show the community what we have. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I really do mean it. I thank you so much for watching what we do. I can't wait to get back to shop so I can start getting crazy. I'm just like, I feel like I'm all hemmed in here in a fence and I can't let it go.
Can you walk us over so we can get a final shot of the whole thing
let's do
sitting
it.
here? And then we'll go.
Yeah, get this dome in this.
I know, isn't this awesome? All right, we're here at the ETSU Mini Dome. Got the home show this weekend, and we'll be here until Sunday. So come and see us tomorrow. See everybody out here. There's the house we brought, the Redwood Cabin. They got Kubota, they got a little fire pit over there, and it's awesome. And Randy is already talking to a customer, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and thank you for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. Bye.